You throwing off the vibe, vibe, vibe. Man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe, vibe, vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got the goons, stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, vibe, vibe. Don't waste my time. Yeah, what's good like making? In the making, a young tycoon that's sicker than typhoid and spit like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner, pocket and pop. That's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off the vibe, vibe, vibe. Man, I don't got time for that. It's all about the vibe, vibe, vibe. All that I got time for. I ain't got the goons, stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, vibe, vibe. Don't waste my time.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium.
Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Okay, break. Steal. Check, steal. Ultra. Hut.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's got some space here. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Ultra. Go ultra. Ready.
Now Franks. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
There he goes, right side.
Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Devon Achane, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
From the end zone, here's Devin Tompkins. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Bucs at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Flushed out right. That's taken in by Palmer. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Ouch. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way, like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
Wilson. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Yeah, Wilson going to change things up here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. This is White. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Wilson. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards.
And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. But you look at this defense.
They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Caden Stearns. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
First down, Dolphins. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, go Fury.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run again with Harris. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On the set.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Strike. 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 Check. Ready.
Running right, here's Achane. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Let's go.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. And they'll send Waddle in motion left.
Steal. Check. Steal. Strike. Right. Set.
Franks. Throws left side. Atwell's got it. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Achane on the counter.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Ready.
Right back to Achane on second down.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 2 there, and it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
The Franks looking to throw. That is caught.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Down.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
Go pitch. Hey, go steal. Smash. Smash. Set.
It's Franks now from the shotgun.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his head kept it exactly that.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Here we go.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Ultra. Go ultra. Ready?
Franks now.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game. And that goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go with White on the counter. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A fourth down. Here's Jay Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 39-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Talk serious in the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. How do they come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yards for a first down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Well, you got to think Charles Atwin's on the quarterback because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez.
Back deep for the Bucs is Devin Tompkins.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
At the 39-yard line.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Going right side is White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Play action. Now Wilson.
That's caught down the field by Palmer.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. this one's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Second and 10. Now back to the ground game with White.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
They'll run out of the gun, and this is going to be a reverse here.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
At their own 25-yard line.
A final shot before the break. Darnold. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. So a 4-point game here as we get set to resume action in this 3rd quarter of play. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, Could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
They'll try the right side here with White. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White, and he is going to have a Bucs first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There's a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they'd struggled throughout this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
My, maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter. It's going to give them the lead because you have a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
Now a 2nd and 10.
And there's a short one taken in by Otten. Still going. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Play action. It's Wilson. And it's caught. Tompkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Running out of the gun with White.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. That's out wide for Palmer.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off but a nice game there for a first down.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down and 4.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll pitch it out to White, and they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll bring out Anders Carlson now to try the field goal.
This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Achane.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, it's Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds downs, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Up the middle, Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Darnold loses it. And that ball popped free. We can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field are looking everywhere to fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped over.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Now it's Darnold. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass. You don't often see a quarterback making tackles in the backfield, but he's playing run all the way here.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Achane here, they stay on the ground.
And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
One part, I guess, sometimes just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4.
A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able.
And look at this, it's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted.
And the Bucs are right back in this football game. Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that, because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off, or they were just well coached and on their toes.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play. Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On third down, a run from White. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They run straight ahead here with White. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
They stay on the ground with White. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Going right side is White. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Talk about controlling the football and controlling the drive. And with runs like that, they'll continue to do exactly that.
Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches.
Wilson on the keeper.
And he's taken down, and that'll get him a little bit closer. Every yard at this point will help your field goal kicker out.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now 1st and goal. Here's White.
He takes it across for the touchdown. They've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow.
Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
Here's 1st and 10.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. Here's Darnold. Pass caught. Miller. Still going inside the 20.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Jason Sanders is the kickoff for Miami.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Wilson.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin.
And he'll have a quick 1st down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10.
And he's got his man on the out route.
And he's out of bounds, so give him about 9 as that stops the clock.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
19, 19, 7, 5, 7.
is Wilson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1.
They'll go up the middle with White, and he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
Wilson to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This is 1st and 10.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
So it's all come down to this for Anders Carlson.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This from 55 yards out. It has the distance, and it is good from 55 yards out. And it'll be a hot time in Ybor tonight. The Bucs have won the football game.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their